Oh, maybe he's not here right now. Well, will you wish him a happy birthday too on May 12th? I didn't see anyone else's for the next week. Anyone else's birthday? All right. All right, Mrs. Spate, should we get ready here? We're looking pretty good.
You're looking good. Okay, I'm taking attendance here, Mrs. Wildman. So you want to start?
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Okay, well, good morning, boys and girls. I'm going to make sure you guys are just muted now just for a sec. And we're going to keep this very much like what we did last time. I'm going to share something about with schoolwork. Mrs. Spate's going to share some academic schoolwork stuff, and then we're going to have our fun sharing time, okay? Now, what I want to share with you is how proud I am. You guys are doing so good with your Indian in the cupboard. Holy smokes. And your IXLs, you're getting those done too. Nice job. Now, if you're getting towards the end of the epic Native American collection, you can read some other books you choose in Epic or Hoopla. You can check out books in Hoopla. Let's see, don't forget about our Scholastic News. Our login code there is Boyne, B-O-Y-N-E. You can go and read there. I'm going to keep reading about half the chapters of Indian in the Cupboard. Next week, they're going to join 2 chapters again, like they did 4 and 5. They put them together because they were small. Next week, they're going to join, I think, 10 and 11. Okay. Anna, I'm working on my reading. I hope you're enjoying listening to me read to you. Yeah, good. Yeah. Well, if your mother is in the room or somewhere where she can hear, can you please get up and go somewhere else or close the door? I would like to talk to you about Sunday. Just take a minute if some people need to move.
Okay.
Okay, looks like we're all safe and clear here. Mother's Day is on Sunday. Very, very important day, especially with what's been going on. We want to make sure to take care of our moms, all right? So Mrs. Stanek and I have been thinking, what can we do for our moms? Usually we do a little project, but we're going to have something all planned out, and I'm going to share my screen with you so you'll know what we're doing for Mother's Day. In our family, we have been doing a lot of cooking and baking and all of that stuff. It's been a lot of fun. So we're gonna try to make our classroom cookbook. And we're gonna do it right in Google Slides. And each student will have their own slide with their one favorite recipe, okay? So I wanna share with you what I got planned. It's gonna be for Fun Friday. And I just need to share my screen. And Mrs. Spate, I'm always not the best at this.
You got it, Mrs. Wildman. Great idea.
Yeah, let's see here. So I go down here and okay, here we go. Hit the arrow.
Mr. Mills, no using the peanut butter and jelly sandwich recipe. That's mine. You can't have it. You got to come up with something harder than that.
Okay.
That's
All
what
right.
my recipe book has in it is a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Shoot. Well, then I'll do cereal. How about that?
Okay, are you guys seeing my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, great. So this is called Our Class Cookbook. It's going to have this top open page here. See, it's in Google Slides. You're going to write on this just like what we've done Indian in the Cupboard. And the difference is each one is going to have your own slide. I'm going to move on down. These are some directions for me. I'm going to take those out in just a little bit. Here's their example. I'm going to touch on that. Okay, but I'm going to show you. I made one with Wyatt. Okay, so you're going to come in. You're going to grab a slide. See, look after Wyatt's slide here. See how this is all blank here? And you're going to start typing on it. Now you got to make sure someone's not typing on it when you're typing on it. This actually works really well because I watched Wyatt do this in Mr. Reinhardt's class for growing experiment, and we've been growing a lot of vegetables in our living room, so he puts that on a slide. You'll be able to do this too, just with a recipe. Now what you're going to do, I'm going back up to Wyatt's. You'll see you type in right here the ingredients and then your directions, and then you add a picture. Now, many of you are doing some awesome drawing. So if you don't have a picture, you can add a drawing, whatever you prefer. And this is for a recipe, something that your mom makes that's special, or like a family cookbook, something that is so good. I was just thinking of Oliver, and his mom has these nuts that she makes. Oh, they're so, so good. Very, very good. Okay, so you're going to come in. Here it is up here, recipe for, and then that's where you put the title of the recipe. And then right here is where you put your name. Type your name in there. I made Wyatt's name a little bit bigger than what they had it. And then over here, the ingredients you need, the directions how to make it, and then your picture. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to go back. I think I go stop share. Now, I just wanted to ask, does anyone have any questions about that? Raise your hand. Only this. No other questions about anything else. No, nothing what you're going to do. Only about how you're going to do this slide. Okay, Taylor.
I have a question. Like, my mom likes to cook a lot because she cooks a lot of different meals, but I don't know which special one she likes. She mostly likes to do dirt cups, but she also likes carrot cake.
Well, whatever one you kind of get to pick. Okay, so
Okay.
whatever one you think is really special, Taylor. And then what's going to happen is all of you guys are going to have your recipes in one big cookbook, and I will be able to convert it to a PDF, and I can email it out to all the moms when we're done, or you can share it on the iPad. There's many things that we can do with this, okay? Maybe you could ask your aunt to help you out with it, or grandma.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Drew?
So you have to make your own recipe, right?
Yes, it could be something that your mom makes. So let's say your mom makes the best meat. You might have to go to Dad and say, hey, Dad, what does Mom put in her meatloaf? I want to add it to
Yeah.
the recipe cookbook.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you don't have a picture of your mom's meatloaf, you can just put a nice picture of yourself there, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Good question. All right. Cece?
What if your recipe's like really long?
Well, mine was really long too. I just had to get the main parts of it.
You can probably shrink the font, right, Mrs. Wildman?
Yes, exactly, Mrs. Spate. It has a
Okay.
bigger font when you start, and I had to definitely shrink mine down a ton. But it was super easy. I did that all on my iPad because I wanted to make sure I didn't do it on my Mac. I wanted to make sure you guys could easily do it on your iPad. And I already had a picture in my camera roll. The one thing I did do, that recipe I'd gotten offline, I had copied and pasted some of those directions from online over. Okay, Gracie. Gracie, did you have a question?
Yeah, what if we already came up with something?
For
Well,
your mom, honey? A gift for your mom?
Yeah,
I bet that you could still add to this, honey. That would be nice to throw it in there. I don't think it's going to take you long, and it sounds like it's your Friday fun day thing for Mrs. Wildman. So I bet 2 gifts, maybe. What do you think?
yeah.
Yeah. Does that sound okay, Mrs. Wildman?
that's perfect, Mrs. Spate. I'm also sharing with them a cookbook and cooking collection in Epic.
Oh,
So
nice.
they've got many books to be reading about cooking. And then also you will have a video of kids taste testing their parents' food to help inspire you.
Oh boy.
A fun YouTube there. Now, I want to say you'll have Friday to do this. You'll have Saturday to do this. But on Sunday, you're going to want to share this with mom. So you're going to have to get it done by Sunday. Okay, you can show her just right on your iPad, or really, what do you think would be better, Mrs. Spade, if I make a PDF, do you think, and put it on Google Classroom?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. But I'm going to try to do that Sunday morning, so you got to get it done by Sunday morning.
I have to tell you, Catherine's class did something like this when she was in kindergarten. I mean, that was, quite a while ago. And boys and girls, we still use that cookbook. And we refer to some of the recipes in there and say, oh, can we have John's macaroni and cheese for dinner? And that was John Clausen's macaroni and cheese.
Famous.
And what's cool about it, boys and girls, is it's not just your mom's favorite recipe. Now your mom is going to get a chance to look at everybody's mom's favorite recipes and try all the different ones. So even if you do have something already for mom, this is going to be pretty cool. And trust me, she's going to love it.
Awesome, thank you. Let's go with Oliver here.
So when you're done making it, do you post it to Google Classroom?
Okay, what's going to happen is it'll be a slide. I think what I'm going to have to do, you don't have to turn this in because it's all going to be on one. It's like you guys are all doing your work on one Google slide together. And Mrs. Spade, I don't know if you know that. You just keep writing on it. It's like a live document. And then when Sunday morning comes, I'm going to take it and everyone's working there. You don't have to turn this one in. I'm going to just automatically pull it from you guys because this one, the Indian in the cupboard, you all had your own copy. This one is we all have one copy we work on. Does that make sense, Oliver? So I'm going to have to be the one to give you this one copy and pull it back from all of you. Okay, but it is like a fun Friday. I'm not grading this. This you don't have to turn in, like a fun Friday. Good question, Oliver. I appreciate that. And one last question here is going to go with, I think it's Taylor. Taylor, do you have another question?
No.
Okay, maybe the hand forgot to go down. Well,
Okay.
guys, I hope you're going to love doing this. I think your parents are going to have, or your mom's really going to enjoy it. And don't forget, you can ask Dad. You can ask someone, older brother or sister, to help you. Now, if you don't live with your mom, we're going to be sharing this with your grandma. We're going to be sharing this maybe if you live with your grandpa. That's okay. It's the point that you care about them and want to share that with them. And I think I'm done.
Mrs. Wildman, I love it. Thank you for doing that. That's super cool.
Yeah, you bet.
I appreciate that. That's going to be a nice gift, guys. And I'm going to echo what Mrs. Zucker said. Your mom will love it. Whoever you give it to will love having those recipes. That's pretty fun. So Cyrus, eyes open, get a recipe for mom. You're a good man. Good man, Cyrus. Good man. All right, I'm going to show something, I hope, on my iPad, because I've got just a couple of questions on what your Google Classroom assignments look like. So I'm going to see if I can share a screen with you guys, like Mrs. Wildman did. Mrs. Wildman, can you see a new screen?
I have to go hunting for it.
It doesn't look like it's sharing.
No, I'm not seeing anything.
All right, let me try again. If not, I'll like, try to explain it to you. I have it all set up, but
Mrs. Spate, this happened with Stanek and Coates, and they had to change who the host was in order to be able to share
oh, okay.
between the two teachers. I don't know if that helps or not.
That is a
I
wonderful.
can make her a host right now.
Yeah, let's see if that goes.
Yeah, I'm just guessing, but that's what they had to do.
Sure.
Okay, I'll put change host. Okay, now you're the host.
All right, I will attempt again. And let's see. Nothing.
I'm not seeing anything.
Okay, on my end it's working, but it's not for you guys. Okay, so I'll try to explain it here. Let's see if my bummer. So we had a couple of questions. Mrs. Wildman did a really nice job showing you Wyatt's iPad last week and talking about hitting that turn in button. And you guys have done a much better job, don't you think, Mrs. Wildman?
Absolutely, yes.
Wonderful week. Lots of people handing in everything perfectly, which is awesome. Now I'm having people go back and they're handing it in because in their post it says assigned and it's green and they're handing it in, which is great. But then when I give it back to Olivia, it'll say graded and I give it back to her with the score. Once it's graded, you don't have to hand it in again. You don't have to hand it back to me. I've already got your score. Once it comes back to Olivia and on that post it says graded, she's done. She doesn't have to keep handing it back in. If next to Kaylee's it says turn in, that means she turned it in, but I haven't graded it yet. So for instance, I think it was Cece was up early this morning doing her math, and I haven't had a chance to grade it yet. So hers post just says turned in. As soon as I get a chance, I will grade it, and then it'll turn her post to say graded. The only time Caleb needs to worry about doing work is if it says assigned, and it'll be green and really bright colored. That means Caleb needs to turn it in. But if it says graded, you don't have to turn it back in. And this is why I don't know if you have that trouble, but I have that from some kids. They're turning in already done work.
Yeah.
Confused. So sorry I couldn't show you on the iPad. I'll try to get a different system to get it to work for you for next week.
I think that makes sense. But I'm also, there is a couple kids that are turning stuff in that aren't doing anything on it for me, Mrs. Spate.
I have that as well.
Yeah. And some of you know, like I can see you typing live. I've walked right through you, you know, when you're typing on your Google Slides, I'm watching you type. So if it's not on that Google slide, if your answer is not on that Google slide, it's not there. So you got to make sure to get your work done. And I'm almost going to have a term limit on how many times you can turn in a blank work before I return it back as 0.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. I know, I'm trying to think who just did this recently. Maybe Nat turned it in and forgot to add her attachment to it for my post. And so I just do a quick message and she's great. She just says, whoops, and hands it in with the picture attached. That happens. But we are having a couple of kids continually hand in nothing. So, and we can't grade that. We're reminding you to hand in your work. But most of those kids, Mrs. Wildman, don't seem to be on this morning.
Yes. And I'm going to have to say, we sometimes have to generally say something, but overall, you guys are doing good. You should be very proud of the work. You're getting into a routine. And some people, you know, you figure out what works for you and you're getting your work done. That's really what Mrs. Spate and I are hoping for you. Getting your reading done, practicing your math facts, watching your science videos. You're doing it. So we're very, very proud of you guys.
Yeah, and I have a shout out list, Mrs. Wildman, for this week. We had 10 kids last week. I did a shout out for their awesome work this week. Toby, right on the money, getting all his assignments done for me. Awesome job. Anna, killing it on her work. Kaylee, rock star, right there, Miss Kaylee. Christian, new and improved. Christian, I love it. And Tara, tearing it up, getting that work done, which is awesome. Carter, strong and steady, my friend. Nice work. Nevaeh, awesome work, doing great. Nolan, super great. Sterling, star student right there. Sterling, you are the man. Is that your ticket to Mr. Mills? I think so. I think so. It's working. And then Maitland doing an awesome job. So there's lots of other kids, but I wanted to give a shout out to 10 new names, Mrs. Wildman, that are just right on point, doing everything they're supposed to do. And I really appreciate it. And I know they're getting that big ideas. We're really trying to prepare you for middle school. Yes, my friends, middle school. So we want to keep you moving. Mrs. Wildman wants to keep you reading and writing. I want you thinking about that math, getting you ready for next year. So thank you for continuing for your hard work. We appreciate your effort.
Mrs. Spade, if you don't mind, I'd love to piggyback off on that and tell the class of these students right here have every single Indian in the cupboard packet turned in and graded. Yes, every single one of them. Now, I just assigned a new one this morning, but I'm not counting that one. The other one is due at the end of today, but still, all of these kids have everything in. So I'm gonna shout out to Maitland. Maitland did a good job there. Sadie, great job, kiddo. Keep it up. Anna, Carter, Kaylee, awesome. Luke, Detcher, Emma, Dixon. Okay, Nevaeh, Kylie, Nolan, boom. Oliver, Taylor, Christian. All right. We also have Gracie, Natalie, Carolyn, wonderful. Cece, Theo, great job. Jameis. All right, Tara has it all in. And if I didn't call you, you might be missing one or two things. Go back and check. That's the great thing with classwork, isn't it, Mrs. Spade? If you are missing something, it'll show you.
Yes, yep, right on your iPad. If you hit that classwork button on the bottom, it'll let you know what you're missing. It gives you all what's, for me, it gives you what's graded, what's turned in, everything. So.
Perfect. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Very proud of all of you.
About that.
Nice. All right. Mrs. Wildman, that was what I wanted to chat about today. Shall we open it up for Mrs. Zucker? I see Mrs. Zucker in here. I see Senora Robinson in here. A little big Cinco de Mayo celebration. She's recovered from, I'm sure, ready to go.
I want to point out one thing. I see a lot of people, like you had mentioned, Mrs. Spate, last week, chatting.
Oh, yeah.
53. Now, guys, I don't know if that's something, but I understand you want to chat in the background, but when Mrs. Spate's talking to you or we're sharing stuff, if you could just listen, that would be great. Okay. I just noticed there's like.
Oh, yeah. I was joining in. Look, there you go. Thank you, Mrs. Wildman.
Yeah. Yep. And I don't know if that's something I can
turn off. I couldn't find that.
I'm not the host anymore. I think.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Well, anyways, it's kind of the same people that we were talking. No more chatting on that back, please. Just listen here. Okay. All right. I see Aiden has a hand up. So I'm going to go to him. Let's see. Aiden, did you have something to say? Question or anything?
Yeah, it's on Indian in the cupboard.
Okay.
The bonuses, what, like, do they still go on, or is it a part of our grade?
Yes, the ones on the bottom. Yes. Yeah, so a lot of kids, if it's a drawing thing, like Taylor, I just left her comment. She did this beautiful drawing, drew it, and then just put the picture there. Now, some other people are not drawing and they're typing out, explaining what they would put there, which was nice too. Good question. Let's see if I can I can't.
Oh, sorry. What are you looking to do, Mrs. Wildman?
Well, I'm not the host anymore to get hands down and stuff. So.
Oh, yep. Sorry.
Nope.
I can do that. Yep. Sadie's in the house here. Sadie,
Hi.
do you have something?
Yeah, My babysitter cut my hair.
Let's see it, girl. Oh, very cute. Very cute.
Mhm.
All right, Miss Sadie. Thank you. Looking good, just like Porter. A little haircut. How about Taylor's hand is up?
I miss my hair.
Looks good though, honey.
Mhm.
Taylor, did you have a question, kiddo?
I wanted to share the class. This morning I've been drawing stuff. This is a pony I haven't finished yet. I got the eye a little bit monkeyed up, but there's one I have finished. You can see a little better. There's some yellow on the neck. It's a rainbow Appaloosa. And this one I did finish, which is a rainbow pony. And yesterday I did that one horse in the cowgirl I did for my thing. And I'm going to pretty much keep on drawing today and do my homework. I have been doing a mile every single day. And I've been going on the regular by myself.
Nice, kiddo. Thank you for sharing that. All right, Sterling, you got something for us, buddy. Always something good, I'm sure.
Like 2 days ago, I got my bike I've been wanting, my BMX bike, and I built it, and I was riding it.
Oh yeah, we were talking about getting some rides in, right, buddy? Hit those avalanche trails. I was there again this last weekend. Beautiful day today to get outside, get those trails going. Nice. Very cool. Mrs. Wildman, it sounds like we've got some, not questions, but sharing. Should we offer up to our other teachers, Mrs. Zucker, Senora Robinson, Mr. Mills, Mrs. Richards, any shout outs? Any of the other
I'm gonna
teachers?
say, check yourself for ticks. They're out right now. If you're outside, you got to be careful about those little fellers. They're stinkers. So have your parents check you out.
Mm.
Especially if you're mushrooming, right, Mr. Mills?
Yep, mushrooming or just raking leaves. They like those wet leaves, and I think we got that going on. And check your dogs too. We've had them on. Four of us in our family have had ticks on us in the last 3 days. So
Oh, really?
Wow.
just keep an eye out for them. They're little too. So there's my PSA for the day.
Thanks, Mr. Mills. It's a good day to get outside, though. I'm with you on that. Senor Robinson, anything you want to throw in, or are you good?
I'll just say hola and keep your videos coming. I've got some cute Mexican hat dance videos from some younger students, but it'd be nice to hear from the fourth graders too. So
Perfect.
I
Nice.
wanted to ask Senor Robinson, how was Cinco de Mayo yesterday, my dear?
excelente, gracias. We had some traditional tacos and enchiladas for dinner, so it was good. Did you enjoy it?
We
Anybody
did.
else celebrate?
Yes. Fun.
Good.
All right, Mrs. Zucker, anything you want to shout out?
Yep, just a reminder that this is Star Wars week on your Music Brain Break. And so we've gotten to see a few cute things from people who have done some of the Star Wars things. When Mrs. Rixey was with you and you did your composer project, John Williams was one of your favorite composers. So we have some cool links about John Williams on there with Star Wars and a fun steady beat activity that you can do with something that is kind of like a lightsaber. Next week, I just want to give you a heads up. Next week, your brain break is going to talk about how you can make a commercial. What we're missing this time of year is normally this is our theater unit. Normally we go into the music room and we change the whole music room over to the theater unit and do bag skits and lots of group activities. But in fourth grade, one of the big things that we would do is you get to make your own commercial. And it was an activity that we would do at home anyways, and you would use your iPads. So it's kind of perfect to do when we are home right now. So when you get your brain breaks for next week, you'll have a bunch of information and some examples of commercials in the past, and me giving you some directions on a little video clip to talk about how you can make your own commercials. And we're hoping to upload those to Google Classroom and share our commercials that we make just like we would have done if we had flipped them up on the screen in the music room. So look for that coming up next week, because I don't know if I'll be with you next Wednesday to chat about it. So that's always a fun time to make those commercials. Your teachers will, I'm sure, remember lots of commercials from years past. And I've been going through some of them of the seniors this year that were some of my favorites too. So
Ooh, Nick Owens was a classic. We got to get that out there, maybe on RSN Wednesday watch party.
I gotta find that one. That was one of my all-time favorites, with his sisters in the car, and yeah. And I pulled up Pete Calcaterra's Conversation Stopper 2000 last night, and Claire Ivy's Mom Phone 4. So there's some good ones out there.
Nice.
So have a great week, everybody.
Thank you, Mrs. Zucker. All right, I think that's all our, oh no, Mrs. Richard, sorry. Did you have anything you wanted to say?
No, I'm all set. Thank you.
You're all set. Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate that, and the hints on how to fix some Zoom issues. Appreciate that too. All right, I think Mrs. Wildman, then we're good to get back to our list. And Tyven, you're up, buddy.
So on Friday is my dad's birthday. Then after my dad's birthday is my baby sister's, and she's going to be 2.
Oh, fun. That'll be a good time. Lots of cake and presents coming to your house, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Thank you, Tyven. Wish your dad a happy birthday, please. And your sister. Kaylee, you're up. Sweet Kaylee. I think I saw her. There she is. Oh, will you unmute yourself, sweets? There you go.
When my sister came up, she brought my cousin Blair too.
And you had the baby was up too, right?
Yeah. And then on Saturday was my sister's birthday, and my brother also came over, and then Blair, she went on the trampoline and she did like a backflip or something like that. And she like kind of hurt her shoulder, and when she was here, she could barely walk or like stand up. When she sits down, she couldn't stand up.
Well, not everybody is a rock star gymnast, Kaylee. Not everybody can flip around. I can't barely touch my toes. All right, Kaylee, be careful out there. Charlotte, you're up.
So obviously this weekend I've been drawing, and I drew this drawing, and last night I did this.
Nice, you got your sketch pad going. I see that last one was a pencil one, but what did you use for the first one? Was that markers?
Yeah, it's markers.
Nice work, Charlotte. Love it. Love it. Olivia, you're up. Buttercup.
My dog has been in every single Zoom meeting in this house.
I saw the ears sticking up. Olivia, what's your dog's name?
Roxy.
All right. Oh, there's the pup.
Miniature pincher?
Yes.
Ah, nice.
Mrs. Wildman knows her dog. I love it. Lucas, you're up. He's in here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's just Luke. Okay, sorry. I can't tell. Where's my, oh no, it's Lucas. You got something for us, Mr. D?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been trying to do piano, and we made a golf course in our backyard yesterday. We had a golf tournament and I won.
Nice.
And, yeah.
Awesome. That's
And
a great
I have the
idea.
trophy. I also have the trophy.
You have it. Let's see it. I hope it's something super special. My neighbors made a disc golf course in their yard, which I thought was cool. If you're a Frisbee person, they put up a bunch of posts and played disc golf. It was really cool. So beautiful day to get outside. If you're not a golf player, maybe you're a disc golf player. Holy mackerel. I love it. What is
Well,
that?
my sister made it.
Okay. Is that a
We have like a giant bin of like scrap stuff in our backyard. And we don't usually use it, so we just picked some stuff up. And we used like little wood pieces for the flags.
perfect? Reuse, right? Love it. Lucas, tell Ella D I said hi, okay?
Okay.
All right, good man. Kylie, you're up. And Kylie, we can't really hear you, honey.
It was because I was muted.
Oh, okay.
We found my cat. He was over in the neighbor's yard across the street, and he ran under the porch. It was just a couple days ago that we saw him. I thought it was all a dream, so I asked somebody to pinch me, and I guess it's not a dream.
Did I see signs that you were missing your cat posted out and about?
Yeah,
Okay. And now your cat's back home?
yeah.
Nice. Good. Glad to hear that. Thank you, Kylie. Miss Emma, you're up.
My birthday is on the 20th, and we've been getting ready. Miss Megan's gonna make me a sign, and all my friends are gonna drive by.
Oh, that's a great idea, Emma. Great idea. I've seen a couple people do that.
And she might make me a t-shirt too.
Perfect. Well, we'll wish you happy birthday coming up pretty soon, right around the corner. Okay. Bradley, you're up. And then Kylie, will you mute yourself, honey? Thank you. And that's Bradley up next with cool background.
So we're celebrating my birthday on Saturday with my baby sister's birthday and my aunt's birthday and Mother's Day on Saturday.
Big party at Bradley's house. And when's your birthday, buddy, officially?
Well, it was April 27th.
Okay.
But we're celebrating it in May.
Happy belated birthday, my friend. And have fun, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Dutcher, you're up, buddy.
Luke, are you there? Luke Detcher?
Brown snake at my house.
There you are. Hi, Luke.
A few days ago, I found a brown snake at my house.
Nice. Snakes, ticks, they're all out, huh, Luke? Oh, he's going to share it. Nice.
Is that a milk snake?
It's called a brown snake.
Just a brown snake.
Did you name it, Luke?
Name it Sean, maybe?
No name yet. How long would you say that is, Luke? Over a foot, 2 feet long? What do you think? It's hard to tell in the picture.
Someone's drawing on my picture.
They want to know how long the snake was, buddy. Say about 15 inches.
About 15
Okay.
inches.
Very cool.
I love it. I'm glad you took a picture too.
Thanks, Luke.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm gonna do Carolyn's up next. Carolyn.
This is a question for Mrs. Wildman.
Okay.
So how do we get on for like the Mother's Day? Because I tried it on my iPad and it won't, like, I can't find the book for Mother's Day.
Well, I have not shared it yet. It was for Fun Friday. But if you guys would like to get a head start on it, I have no problem releasing that early for you. I'll still have it under the category of Fun Friday, but I can put it out now so you can start working on it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you bet. I just talked to Mrs. Stanek. We're going to do a whole 4th grade one. So
Okay.
her kids and Mrs., you guys. So there's enough on there. There's going to be 100 slides. You got to make sure one of the first things you do is you put your name on your slide. And you can always tell if someone's already picked that slide, because if they're typing on it, they have their initials there. You just got to make sure to go to the first open slide. Don't scroll down like 50 slides and then pick one, because when you guys are all done, we're going to delete the blank slides out of there. So you go to the very first open slide, double click, put your name on that one part where it says your name, and then you start filling in your stuff. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay,
Good
great.
question. All right, Theo, you're up, buddy. With his hat on. I love it. He's coming. He's unmuting. I know it. There he is. Hey.
Me and my dad went walleye fishing last night. We didn't catch anything though. We saw some other guys catch a couple, which I went with my uncle and grandpa. And then also we've gone to the school trail a couple of times on mountain bikes, and we're going to go today. And we do every trail out there.
Even the expert trail? Yeah, they're still working on that, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah, it was under construction last week, so, but it's a beautiful day to get out there and ride. Good for you, Theo.
Yeah, we went out yesterday and the day before. And we saw a flattened chipmunk on the intermediate trail.
Oh boy, it wasn't me, Theo. It wasn't me. Almost got one at Avalanche the other day, but that's another story. I didn't get it. Thanks, Theo. All right, Miss Sadie.
My sister also got her hair cut, and she cut hers up to here. And then when we got our hair cut, we went on 2 hikes and we went on the track.
Very good. Keep moving, right, kiddo? Nice. Thank you, Sadie. Thank you. All right, James, you're up. Always something interesting coming from this guy. What's up, Jameis?
So yeah. So what if we're gonna need like help with the recipe for like the Mother's Day?
That would be a great thing for Dad to help you with. Yep, he'd be good. I don't know if you can ask Grandma.
All right.
Yeah, she'd be another good resource. So, and if they're both really busy, I bet Mom will at least point you in the right direction.
I'm meaning like crazy stuff. I'm a pretty good cook, so
yeah, if you
I should be able to get most of it done. But yeah. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome, Jameis.
Jameis, don't forget, I'm going to be sharing with you an epic collection. So there's like 40 some cooking books in there that can help you. You're more than welcome. If there's a recipe that you're thinking of, a lot of times they're found on the internet that can help you too.
Yeah, I also have some cookbooks in my house, so I'm gonna look at some of those too.
Yeah, I'm gonna, Ms. Stanek, and I'm gonna push this out to you in a little bit today so you guys can get working on it, all right?
All right.
All right, sounds good.
Nice. All right, Miss Natalie.
Well, yesterday we made pretzels and from scratch, and we also watched a movie last night, and it was really fun. We found a garden snake too, and my brother tried picking it up, but
I got to go with Will. Was it Will trying to grab it?
yeah.
Uh-huh. Sounds more like Will than Pete. Nice. Now, did you make the big soft pretzels?
Yeah, they weren't that big though, but they were really good.
Oh, nice, nice. Actually, Mrs. Booker shared a recipe on how to make soft pretzels, a family recipe. So that'd be a good one to put in the recipe book, Natalie. Those are fun to make too. Yeah. Thanks, Nat. All right, Miss Olivia, sweet Olivia.
My sister's birthday is on the 16th of May.
Nice. Wish her a happy birthday from us, okay, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a picture of you, Olivia, doing some work at home. Mom must have shared a picture of you working away. And it was on Facebook. Yeah, very cute picture. Thank you for that. Very nice. All right. Looking for more hands. I don't see any more hands in our pile here, but maybe real hands. Sometimes we get those too. Is that my man, Drew? Yeah, Drew, you're up.
My dad's birthday is on May 15th, and my birthday is on May 29th. And me and my dad have been playing frisbee golf with the whole family, and every time I catch up on the last 3 holes, and we always end up being 3 under, and we always tie, and I always lose at the putt out.
Are you guys going up to Avalanche to play disc golf?
No, we made our own course in our woods.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, sometimes we just pick a tree and aim for a specific tree. Is that what you guys do? Awesome. Drew,
we made a regular hole, and we put numbers on them, so we know which tree to go to.
Which one's which? Drew, did you happen to catch that RSN watch party last week? Fantastic finishes.
Oh, no.
Oh, it was a good one. You would have loved it. This week, I think they're doing a couple more, some funny stuff. So might want to check that out. Mr. Calcaterra does an awesome job, but you'll appreciate catching some sports in the while we're waiting for the real stuff to start back up. Cool, Drew. Thank you.
Okay.
Allison, you're up, sweet girl.
Okay, so we were so I don't remember when, but we were on a trail, and then we went down to the Boyne River, and then I was on a log, and then Daisy came on the log too, and then I was trying to get over her to get off the log, and then I tripped and fell in the water.
Uh-oh, right in the river. How cold was that?
Really cold.
Oh man, I'm sure you were fine. You just shook it right off, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Right, can you get the dog? All right, I think we got, oh man, Zaylee's here. Zaylee, good to see you, kiddo. You can hit unmute and share something with us.
Where's she at? Oh, there she is.
She's in here.
I see her. She's on Rochelle's iPhone.
Yep. See if I can unmute her here for trying to help her out here.
I have a cat, and I think Mrs. Richards saw it. So I'll show you my cat. This is my cat.
Oh, and I think Zaylee's got spotty internet, so it's hard to see.
Oh, yeah.
But that's okay, Zales. Glad Mrs. Richards got to see it.
Uh-huh. I see Oliver's got his hand up too.
Right.
All right. Zaylee, thank you. Good to see you, kiddo. Oliver, always something fun.
ever since Earth Day, me and my mom have been going back to on our property, getting trees and planting them. And in the fall, we're gonna go and give them away to other people who want trees. And yesterday, there was a parade going by my house. And I thought I saw Mrs. Richards in the car.
Aw.
You did. I yelled at you, didn't I? I said, "Hey, Piper. Hey, Oliver."
That's
Nice.
cool.
Very cool, Oliver. Thank you. I don't see any other hands, Mrs. Wildman. I think
we're hitting close to 10 o'clock here, so I think we're ready
Yep.
to wrap it up.
All right. Well, it's good to see you guys. Oh, Haley just threw her hand up. She's going to be our last one. Is that okay, Haley?
Oh, Sterling there too, I think got one hand up. Also.
Oh, okay. Whoops. All right. Haley and then Sterling, and then we're going to wrap it for the day.
Sounds good.
So my dad and mom went to Petoskey for groceries and they brought back a bow and arrow. And so me and my dad were shooting it last night.
That's cool.
Nice. What'd you think?
It was fun.
It's a tough job. I don't know what type of bow it is, but like Mr. Spate's got maybe 5 or 6 different ones, and some of them are really hard. You have to have a lot of muscle to pull them back. Yeah, it's a great sport, kiddo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Haley. All right, Sterling, you're our grand finale.
On Sunday, I might go to the BMX a skate park.
In East Jordan?
In Petoskey.
Oh, well, I didn't know there was one.
I didn't either.
Nice. All right, well, Mrs. Wildman, another good Zoom.
Absolutely. I'm going to get this on YouTube. So if you need to watch about the Mother's Day present thing again, it'll be on there. Just give me some time. And it was great seeing you all.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Good
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Charlotte. Right on.
Bye.
Bye, Sadie. Bye, Sarah. See you, Toby. My man. See you, Emma. Bye, Lil.